Hey there, Shauna Karish here, coming to you with Ask Shauna Question and Answer, coming to you from Vermont, and lovely Vermont. Lake Champlain behind us. Lovely. And the Adirondacks. Hazy, can't see it. Okay, well, I've seen it, but right now you can't. Anyway, so this question comes from Judy, and Judy says, my halflinger loves to eat. This is great for positive reinforcement. We've done a lot with it, and he loves it. My problem is this. He frequently lowers his head to snatch grass when we ride. He also doesn't even raise his head up when I come into his pasture to retrieve him. So getting him close to the gate has been frustrating. Or getting him to come to the gate has been frustrating. I know my rewards are not as highly valued as the grass. How do I get his attention? How do I use positive reinforcement in these circumstances? Thanks. Okay, Judy, this is a question. This is a good question. And right now it's spring, summer. You know, these are, you know, I'm kind of getting to ones. I had technical difficulties with camera, so these are a little older, so I apologize for that. But as we're in this time of year, a lot of times grass is novel for a lot of horses, and all of a sudden it's just really important to them. So we're kind of have something we didn't have a few months ago, unless you live out in California, where we don't have a lot of grass anyway. But you know, the places where it's year-round. So it is a big challenge because we have this new really enticing thing right in front of them. So what I try to do with that is I work in really small increments. So if you're leading, did you say it's when you ride? Okay, so when you're riding, prevention is the biggest thing. So if you can kind of start to tell he's about to go down by any little signal or precursor that tells you that, prevention is the best thing. Ask him to keep his head up because once he gets down there, then you're just in a tug of war, and he's getting reinforced through the process. So prevention is the best thing. So if you can possibly prevent it in any way, that would be the best thing to do. So if you can tell that, do that. When you feel like, oh, he's about to go, and you ask him to stay up, and he does. And you know what I equate this to? Like if you want to stop a car from rolling down a hill, when is the best time to do it? It's when it's really early, because you're down the hill, it's at 40 miles an hour, but at the very top, it's easier to stop. So it's kind of the same thing. So when you're very top, if you can go, oh, wait, can I ask you to do something else? It's more likely to get the results you want. So when he responds, you want to click and reinforce those things so that he starts getting the idea that, and reinforce heavily because you're going against something that he values and is very enticing for him. So I would up your ratio. I would use something that's as enticing as you can for him, something that he finds very desirable, you know. So if you need to use a better treat for a while where you're kind of competing with the new grass and getting the concept of dealing with grass, then I would do that for a bit. Another thing you can do is you can put grass in you can pick fresh grass and put it in your side bucket. And so, you know, stuff that fanny waste pack or bum bag. Don't say the other one for the UK people. So we'll stick with bum bag or waste pack. Fill that up with whatever you're using to carry your reinforcements. Fill it up with grass. So you have grass. So he can still get grass, but it's from your discrimination. So so that might be the best way to give him the grass, but it gets to come from you as opposed to him diving for it. So that is another tool that you can do. And when you're going to retrieve him from the pasture, I would, in a little bit, it won't be quite as novel, but just find out where you can get, where's that threshold where you can approach and get closer, where you can get his response. As soon as he gets his response, I would give him reinforcement, give him grass, and I might then just say, okay, good, that's all you had to do is look at me, I'm leaving again. So that it doesn't necessarily mean that when you come to him and he's on grass, that's the end of grass. So he starts learning, if you come out there, I can pay attention for a few minutes and still go back to my grass. It's a win-win. So I would utilize some of those really brief little sessions and utilize the walking away and letting him return to the grass as part of it. So it doesn't mean it's the end of your grazing and the end of fun and now we're going to go to work, but instead you say, just look for me for 2 seconds, target, reinforce, bye, that's all you had to do. And then start to say, okay, now come 2 steps with me. Good, very good. Okay, let's go 4 steps and build it up. And sometimes you're going to need to take him away to do what you need to do, but if we can have the ratio be higher for it's not ending and leaving all of your fun stuff, I think that you'll start to see that he will he'll recognize he can do both things, and it's not the end of his fun. You're not the thing that says, oh, all of it's ending right now. So I think that will help quite a bit. Let's see, what else was I thinking about that? Oh, so, and also when you first turn him out, let him be for a little bit, because if you do that too soon, you're not setting yourself up to success. So let's say you turn him out in the morning and he lives in a stall. He may just live out, and that's a different thing. But if you turn him out in the morning and he's been on the grass for 10 minutes, it's still very novel and new. You know, I wouldn't try to practice this new exercise until he's been out for a little bit and had his fair share of grazing. Anyway, Judy, I hope that helps you out. If you have any questions, you or anybody else, please don't hesitate to get a hold of me at AskShauna.com. I got my technical difficulties ironed out, and I'm getting called up on all my questions, so we'll be getting those all out. And I'm also going to start doing, in addition to these Ask Shauna videos, I'm also going to do some podcasts, which are easy to take with you, and I'll give it, I'll explain how to do it. So I'm going to be getting these questions turned around a little faster now that I've got some of my challenges sorted out. Anyway, so again, if you have any questions, get a hold of me at AskShauna.com or Ask Shauna Facebook page. And until next time, enjoy getting your horse on target. Bye.